Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. If you enjoy today's presentation and find it informative, please feel free to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share the content. Today's video subject: how to tell a cat's gender by face. Before we begin, let's first take a look at today's topic overview. You can tell a cat's gender based on the differences in male and female head structures, including the size, forehead, snout, cheeks, whisker pads, nose wings, and fur color. This is due to sex hormones developing these secondary characteristics, which can only take place in unfixed adult cats. When it comes to facial features alone, it can be very difficult to tell a male and female apart until they reach maturity. Only then do specific facial and cranial features begin to appear that can help you to properly determine the gender of a feline. Due to the cranial bone structure being that it's much thicker and heavier, male cats can be easier to identify. While there are exceptions, especially as kittens, as cats mature, the cranial bone structure will alter rather substantially. Unless you plan on breeding your cats, most males will be neutered prior to the age of 12 months. This is very important as it relates to prominent physical features involving the face and the head. Neutering before 12 months will typically prevent a male feline from developing extra muscle and larger cranial structure. This can make it all the more difficult to identify cats by face and head when they're young, as a neutered male could appear quite similar to a young female. Having said that, male cats, even when fixed, have roughly a 13% greater bone radius than females. Aside from the head, there are specific facial qualities that can serve to detail the true separation between male and female felines, many of which were noted today in our topic overview. And this section of our presentation is very much the meat and potatoes, why you are here. Once you know what you're looking for, you can look at most cats, even from a few feet away, and spot those important differences. These differences are easier to spot if the cats in question have not been spayed or neutered. Let's detail a list of the most notable facial characteristics of male and female cats. We'll also briefly mention a fur colorization that can also aid in gender identification. Let's get rocking and rolling, and let's start with those cheeks, shall we? Male cheeks. On a male, the cheek pads look like jowls, and the cheekbones are blocky. Female cats have smaller cheek pads, and the cheekbones are slender. Let's move to the snout. In the male cat, the snout is larger, both in length and width, and a bit angular. The female cat, the snout is narrow, slender, and longer. Male cat, the whisker pads are large and very much pronounced. The female, the whisker pads are small and less prominent. The male forehead is large, thick, with a blocky structure. The female forehead is small and it's gently curved in structure. The male nose wing, those nostril flaps, well, they're broad on the male cat and tiny and dainty on the female. And finally, fur colorization. The male tortoise, shell, and calico cats are rarely male. And of course, this means that tortoiseshell and calico cats are almost entirely female. So, with that information right there in your back pocket, you can now go out into the world and impress your friends with your grand knowledge. Tell them you learned it all right here. Senior Cat Wellness, wink, wink. Drop me a line in the comments section below and tell me if your cats exhibit the physical characteristics that we just mentioned here today. What about you personally? Are you pretty good at identifying cats based on facial features alone? If you are, I'd love to read your stories. And if you would like more information concerning today's subject matter, especially concerning that list of facial features that we just mentioned, please click the initial link in the description box below and join us at SeniorCatWellness.com. And once again, feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel if this type of content is of interest to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.